Hi, my name is Yana and welcome back if you are already subscribed to the channel. And today we're back to building and we're actually doing A-frame cottage. I'm calling it a cozy A-frame cottage, and I was quite pleased with this build since originally my plan was to only do like a 1-bedroom loft kind of A-frame cottage, but I actually managed to fit 2 bedrooms here, so that was a nice surprise. And yeah, I think this is like the first ever A-frame house that I have finished, so it took me quite a bit of fiddling, but it was more spacious than I was expecting, and I thought it was a kind of a nice and different kind of a build, at least for me. And this home has like 2 large deck areas in the back and in the front, and we are now working on the front, and they both have this kind of a nice round shaped deck, and I fit quite a lot of stuff in here. And you know, there's like a small pond and everything, so it's quite natural because I was calling this a cottage, so I wanted to make it look very suitable for, you know, kind of like nature loving family. And there is a kitchen, 2 bedrooms. One of them is the master, which is like in this loft looking out to the kitchen, and also a full-sized bathroom. So you can have pets here if you would like to. You do need to add some of those items here, but you know, there is a tub so you can wash your dog if they get dirty. And first we're starting with the landscaping, and you know, it's it's very much the same kind of landscaping that I normally do, so quite overgrown and quite wild. And yeah, I just love how it looks, and yeah, it's the one that I do kind of best. And I really loved using these Moschino stuff bag windows here, which are really nice. And you know, in this build it would have come so handy to have the free placement window thing already come out, but I just wanted to finish this build now. And I did this kind of a trick with the roofs, where you kind of make this, how would you call it? Well, it's like a decorative thing on the like the up the point of the roof, because you know, it was looking kind of empty, and we can't like place windows in like triangles and stuff, so I just felt it needed something up there. And I am decorating the decks with a lot of plants and, you know, sitting areas, and I think I will, in the end, I will place a yoga mat here in the front as well, which is not in the, you know, the material, because I did that off camera and I didn't think it was, you know, necessary to record for like a minute more. So yeah, I'm just letting you know that that's there as well. And yeah, it's in the backyard. They have a pool as well, so you know, in The Sims I think it's always nice to have a pool. It gets your fun up and it gets your fitness skill up if your Sims are just, you know, enjoying swimming there. And I don't know if it's very cottagey to have pools. Maybe some people do have, but you know, there was the space, so I wanted to use it for something that will be actually useful. So here you can see me starting with the pool. And I do kind of separate the yard with these bushes at some point, because I thought it's kind of nice. I don't like the kind of, yeah, sometimes the openness to the rest of the area is quite nice, but because there's quite a lot of plants, I thought it looked too different to the surrounding areas. So I did want to kind of make that separation by using the bushes, so it doesn't look like, you know, a lot of plants and then you go into this space where it's more, you know, empty in the surrounding areas. And yeah, here I'm starting with the pond, and I love doing these ponds. And if you have a lot of space on your yard and don't know what to do with it and it's looking too empty for you, I think doing a pond always is a good idea. And what I do, I always surrounded it with these bushes, and then I add some rocks, and I do like to use like a darker paint on the, you know, the walls and the bottom of the pool to make it even more, you know, less like a pool looking like. So yeah, it's just kind of about this like blending in, and then I think it will look quite natural, and they can even swim in it. So that's a nice thing as well. And you know, I do think I add quite a lot of trees here, so I think it kind of hides the pond a little bit, and I think it makes this kind of a pathway to the backyard look quite, you know, quite nice actually. And here we have a small kitchen, very small kitchen, but it's fully functional, and you know, there's in the corner piece I didn't add any clutter there, so you can actually, you know, cook there even though there's such a few countertops. And I also placed this dining table with 2 seats under the stairs, so if you have bb.move objects on, it will work just fine. I play tested it, and you know, everything worked, so that was great as well. And here I'm just cluttering up the kitchen. I really love how this turned out, and because I added these shelves, there was this possibility to add some more clutter, even though there wasn't this counter space that I usually have when I do kitchens. So I think that worked out quite well, and you know, it looks quite realistic, and this could work either as a like a place to live for The Sims, or either as if you place this in, for example, what's the word for well, from outdoor retreat? I'm having a blackout, but if you place this there, you can make it a rental. I think this would be quite a nice rental place as well, and you know, it has everything you need. I think, yes, it has everything you need, you know, the living room, TV, 2 bedrooms, computer, everything like that. So I don't think there's anything missing from your life either way if you decide to download this house, which you can do, by the way. You can download this build or any of my other builds by searching Yana Laayis in the gallery, or just hashtag Yana Laayis, and you will find everything I've shared ever right there. I don't think actually in my earlier builds, like from 2015 or something like that, 2016, I'm not sure. I don't think in those I was using my hashtag Yanalais, but those you can find by searching my ID, which I do not recommend. It's kind of fun. I don't want to delete those even though I'm not happy with those builds, because they really remind me of how much you can kind of, you know, evolve as a builder throughout the years when you just build and build and build. So, and it's actually quite funny. I think some of those builds, when I did them, we didn't have, for example, shingles and stuff like that, so they are missing those. So it was kind of fun to go back, because I have planned to do this kind of a video speed build where I go on and fix my old builds that I have shared in the gallery. And when I went to do that, you know, kind of plan what I was going to do, I noticed that there were some things missing. So either I didn't know how to use them, or they just didn't exist in the game yet. I'm recommending, I think Simmer Erin did this great video a while ago where she went through all the updates for The Sims 4 throughout the years that it's been, you know, going on. So it was very interesting to listen to her go through what we got and when. So I definitely recommend you check her out. She has a very informative channel on The Sims 4 as well as Paralive. So do go check her out. I will actually link her channel down below in my the comment box thingy. So yeah, and we are almost done with the interior. So as you can see, I was again talking about everything else when I was doing. There's this a small bedroom. You can put a child or a teen there, or even an adult, and also, like I said, a full bathroom with a shower and tub combo. So everything you need. And I do think this is quite a small space, but I think it works. It's, yeah, I think it's quite a realistic layout, and yeah, it just it's functional. And I really like how colorful it turned out, because I usually go for very neutral color schemes. So every time I do something more colorful than I'm used to, it just gets so much fun. I don't think I've ever been in an A-frame house ever in my life, ever. Have you? I'm not sure where they are like the most popular. I have seen some from like the roads when traveling in Finland as well, but I don't know. Have you ever been in one? Do you live in one? Maybe visited when you have been on a holiday, and how was it? But yeah, let me know that. And you know, I went with this very pink color scheme on the upstairs, and I had to kind of put these curtains on the other side of the window because there was this kind of a glitch that the other window was shown black, as you can see on the left side of the screen right now. And I don't know why that was, because I know of course the walls are going right through them, but I don't think it matters from the interior, and from the outside it looks fine. They both look like white from the exterior, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I really like the windows, so I just covered it up with those curtains. And here we are just finishing the exterior, I think, and then we're doing the backyard deck. And you know, this was a way shorter video. This took me like 2 hours to build or something like that, and it was such a relief after my land crab house reno, because that took me many hours, and actually I had to like separate it into 2 parts because the speed build video would have been way too long if I hadn't. So like you can see here, I just did some terrain painting, and what I like to do is that I kind of layer them to make it look more natural. So first I have the sand, the base sand for the pathway, and then I kind of darken around on the edges, and I also add a little bit more of a light color on top of it to, you know, add some dimension there and maybe blend it a little bit more to the surroundings. And I really love how this like pond turned out. I think it looks quite overgrown as well. And in the backyard I will add like a bigger table, because in the interior there's only 2 seats at the dining table, so here you have a lot more space. And I use this Get Famous kind of a wall decoration to make this makeshift kind of a separation wall where I add some more like vines. And I thought that was kind of nice because I couldn't use a fence there because the fence was going through the, you know, the what's it called the ceiling or that one. The roof. Ceiling is the one in the interior and roof is the roof, right? Am I wrong? Does anyone want to explain to me what's the difference between a ceiling and a roof? Yeah, English is definitely not my first language, so I do apologize. Sometimes I just can't remember the words, especially when doing a voiceover, which is so typical that I forget them when I do this. And when I'm building, I feel like I know every word, every word that I need to, but then this happens. So I think this will get easier like in time. And also I think it's a lot better now than during my first video. I'm too scared to go back and listen to my first ever voiceover. I remember I was so nervous, my voice was shaking, and you know, it was just so scary. So I do think I have improved a little bit at least by now, but you know, maybe it gets better and better when you do something, and yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. And today, as you can hear, I'm pretty rambly, and it's such a beautiful weather outside, so I think after this voiceover I'm just gonna go hang out in there. And yeah, if you haven't seen my Landcrab video, I am actually planning to do a let's play with the Landcrab family called the Landcrab Legacy or something like that, where I am going to make a storyline for them and Joffrey trying to figure out this criminal mastermind that is his wife. So I think that will be fun, but I'm a little bit nervous about that as well because I haven't done a let's play, so I think starting it will be the hardest part. I'm not sure what I have to do to prepare for it, so I was planning to start it today, but we'll see about that. And here you can see I even added this monkey jungle thing. jungle gym kind of thing, and so you can, you know, or no, it's a monkey park. Okay, so if you have a kid here in the other room, they actually have something to do you in the yard as well, and they have some sun tanning chairs, and then I'm just doing the landscaping to finish it up. And you know, it's, yeah, I think it's quite cozy. It's quite it's a little bit rustic as well, which I do think suits a cottage quite well. But with the A-frame, I think the shape of the house is quite modern, so I do like the kind of a mix of two styles here. And it's not completely rustic, it's not completely modern, but yeah, I think for this kind of build it works somehow. And here I go and add a little bit more clutter. I noticed that I have forgotten some plants here while cluttering it up, and so I went in and finished that. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any ideas for future builds you would like to see or cast videos, let me know and I will take them into consideration. I do hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope you're doing fine. And yeah, if you did, please subscribe, like and comment. And like I said, if you want to download this or any of my other builds, you can find them on the gallery by searching Yana Laayis or hashtag Yana Laayis. Soon we are done with the build, and so I will let you go and hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!